Hello friends, Spacey goes back from the void and we're playing an Otaku's Guide to Santa's Reindeer. What am I wearing? Some kind of poncho thing? I just thought looked comfy and kinda like holiday-ish thing. I probably look like an old grandma. I got this actually for my Wiccan cosplay, cause like it looked completely different in the picture, but I still kept it anyways, cause like, it's good fam. So we met all the reindeer, and I'm left alone once more. And I think we're like lost in the North Pole because like our moms are like scientists. Oh well, back into this flipped room. I make my way back inside the cottage and I'm met with comfortable warmth. I proceed to take my coat off, ooh, scandalous, and place it on the coat hanger, only to catch a glimpse of something shiny and familiar sitting in the left pocket. What is it? As I slowly take the item out, I let out a soft gasp. There's one question circling in my head as soon as I realize what it is. How? Yeah, ice and snow should probably melt. And also, we opted to not look for the snowflakes, so why is it in our pocket? We didn't catch it. Unless something happened when we were like fainting. But I doubt it. It must have gotten like away from us pretty fast. In my hand lays a snowflake. Except it's not just any snowflake. It's the snowflake. The one I've been chasing 3 days earlier. Again, how did it get in your pockets? That doesn't make sense. Unless that's the point. Unless someone completely rewrote the laws of the world within the course of 3 days. I know it isn't possible for the snowflake to still be solid like it appears. So how? I inspect the ice crystal in awe, admiring its beauty from every angle. It's funny how fascinated I am by an otherwise insignificant inanimate object, but somehow I feel a strange connection to it, as if I'm meant to have it in my possession. Is there some kind of strange magic at play here, or am I just being stupid again? Maybe I'll show it to some of the reindeer tomorrow. Hey, look at this thing I found. We do like the cute little animation from like Animal Crossing. If you hadn't played, like, every time a character picks up something, they do like a Zelda thing where it's like do 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 do, and they like hold it up. And they do that for like snowflakes and bees and whatnot. Just stuff you wouldn't normally just hold in your hands. Yawning, I put the snowflake back in my coat pocket and make my way to Comet's bedroom. I drop down against the pillow and stare tiredly at the ceiling. Heh, reindeer, what can you do? This sounds like a plot of one of those B-plot romance novels. Or like the gay novels where it's like, help, I'm fucking a fish or something. They're so interesting and they seem so human-like. Who would have thought Santa's reindeer were real, much less like that? Most of them are nice too. Mama was right after all. Magic does exist. Get back home like, ha! Sucks to be you, real mom. Or not real mom. I don't know the things. I'm confusing things because I'm also watching Under the Dome, and there is another lesbian couple on there, and their kid is like a natural birth. So I'm sorry if that sounded bad, I just got confused with the show. On that thought, the world turns blurry as my consciousness fades. Yes, because we're still concussed. Aw, cute chippies. Poor Comet. I wake up to the smell of bacon and eggs. Oh, is that coffee too? I don't realize how hungry I am until the smell hits me. Right now I could be smelling roasted cardboard and I wouldn't care, as long as it's edible. I don't move from the bed, half expecting someone to knock on the door and tell me to wake up. But nobody ever does. Comet's probably just avoiding you, and the others probably just don't want to go into his room. Still groggy, I get up and spend a few minutes making myself decent. Alright, I'm decent. Oh, hello. This is nice. This is fabulous. This is like right out of like one of those Home and Gardens catalogs or whatever they are. Only 2 stockings though. That's not fair, unless it's just one for Santa and one for Mrs. Claus. When I exit the room and enter the dining area, everyone is already at the table, having breakfast. They all stare like deer in headlights. Part of me is bothered by the fact they didn't wait for me to join them, while the other one is telling the first part to shut up. Well, that's settled then. Oh, were you taking bets? What are they talking about? I stand back and watch as they talk. It isn't eavesdropping, it's simply observing magical creatures in their natural habitat. Time to take out my notes. I mean, what is science if not espionage on nature? I feel so much better now that Red knows the man does have eyes everywhere. So it isn't a myth. I wish I had my notepad or just anything to write all this down. Can't trust our noggin. Noggin. That is a word. Yes, though I expected a bigger reaction from him. Usually he can be a bit... Ah, you know him. All jingle, no jangle. All these guys are just talking all at once. But he can also be a merry pain in the ass when you mess up. And you mess up a lot and badly. Listen here, you better shut that big trap of yours or I'll put you in a shoebox and nail you to the South Pole. I like to see you try, tough guy. Yes, arm wrestle each other. Hi, a sleepyhead. Hi, Vixen. My position is compromised by a strangely observant Vixen for once. She waves me over and suddenly the rest of the reindeer are a lot less chatty as they stare at me. How was your beauty sleep? It was good. You look well, and you have such a nice glow this morning. I sure didn't get any shut-eye. Probably rooming with him, no doubt. Because you're an anxious, vicious mite who belongs in the naughty list. No, because out loud Donner is snoring again. Aw, hey, I don't snore that loudly. Everyone starts chuckling while I look around for a plate of bacon. What about Rudolph? Where is he? Does he get to join in your reindeer games? Hungry? Maybe just a little. What are you guys having? Corn? Apples? I step forward to inspect Comet's plate, since he's nearest to me. Huh? That's not bacon. Smells like bacon, though. They're all eating the same thing, steamed carrots and oats. Okay, I was close. I was close. Could have sworn I smelled bacon and eggs. Your plate's on the counter. We don't usually eat meat and the smell is horrid. Yeah, 'cause you are meat. Alright, reindeer eat vegetables, but you cooked bacon and eggs for me? Where'd you even get that from? We thought it'd make you more comfortable at home. A good breakfast leads to a good day, right? There you are. Wait, but if you don't eat meat, how'd you come across... magic? Prancer places a finger over his mouth. I take the hint. The less questions I ask, the better, apparently. Alrighty, I grab a plate and look for a seat. Donder taps the chair next to him and wiggles his eyebrows at me. Wiggly wiggly. I don't know if I feel flattered or violated. Hey girl, I saved a seat just for you. He really didn't. Know what? Nobody ever sits there. If you would prefer not to sit next to that oaf, we could always switch seats. Sit next to Donder, switch with Dancer. Okay. We have a choice. Seems like a thinly veiled way to be like, oh, do you prefer chicks or dudes? So just in case of that, we're gonna sit next to Donder, because I want to romance the dudes first. How ungrateful would I look if I refused? I'm a guest here, after all. No need to act like a princess. That's okay, I'm sure it won't be that bad. I try and laugh it off at the part of me is worried about sitting next to him and stuff. I proceed to sit next to Donder, and he immediately starts a conversation with me. Hi there, Sugar Lumps. You look cute this morning. Thank you. What kind of compliment is Sugar Lumps? That sounds nasty. It just reminds me of, like, lumps of sugar, and not the good kind of lumps, but, like, the wet kind. Don't worry, I think humans smell great. Okay, I didn't bring that up. If I could, I'd bother you and wear you every day. That's not creepy at all. I take back what I said. It's definitely that bad. Maybe he's just bad at flirting. I take a bite of my bacon and immediately become self-conscious because everyone's staring intently at me. How is it? It's great. It tastes just like home. It must be so funny being human. It's just so holly that you can eat those things. Vix, don't judge her. She can't help being human. I was just saying. With that, the conversation ends. Man, they act like it's like a choice. Can't I take my time eating while everyone else finishes their breakfasts and begins washing up? Everyone except Comet makes their way out the door. Okay. What are you guys doing? Heading to the reindeer stables with Rudolph and Cupid. Not that it's any of your business. I just wanted to know. You should. Before Cupid can finish what he's about to say, Blitzen is running out the door. She's pretty quick for someone with such short legs. Blitzen! Blitzen, wait! You'll fall if you run so fast. Cupid rushes out after Blitzen. Dancer smooths down my hair, adjusting the longer strands so they sit neatly behind my ears. A little personal! Like, I don't need you touching my hair. Like, as creepy as you keep talking about Donder, you're kinda touchy-feely yourself. I'm taking Vix and Donnie to Santa's workshop. You should come along later. You know what they say, there's a crowd before there's a party. A party? Ooh, take me too! She already said you're coming. Party! Okay, you guys are going that way. Vixen hooks her arms with Dancer and Donder, dragging them away. And now there's you. Dasher and I are gonna head over to the elf houses. You should find us there easily. We're a lot taller than the elves after all. And you got giant ass ears. Antlers, I mean. See you there, okay? Okay. Dasher waves before leaving with Prancer, leaving me alone with Comet. Why are you all alone? Do you just have no choice but to sit here in the house? I'm suddenly a lot more nervous than I feel I should let on. What about you, Comet? Got any big plans? That's none of your business. Jeez, okay. Hate to say it, but I'm starting to get used to his quips. I roll my eyes at him. A moment later, I realize that Rudolph is still here with us. Oh yeah! Hey, buddy! Come find one of us as soon as you're done eating, okay? Okay. I don't know where you're going, but okay. Unless it was the first thing that they said. I nod and Rudolph takes one of my hands in both of his and shakes it happily before running off to catch up with the others. You're so cute. I love you. Now that everyone else is gone, a still silence falls over the cottage. Comet sips his mug of warm almond milk quietly, and I resume eating. The uncomfortable atmosphere remains until he gets up, rinses his #1 reindeer mug, and makes his way upstairs. Ooh, I wonder who gave you that. If I remember correctly, Blitzen, Rudolph, and Cupid are at the reindeer stables. Dancer, Vixen, and Donder are at the Santa's workshop. Prancer and Dasher are at the elf houses. And Comet is being a lonesome little grouch upstairs. Where should I go? So far this is pretty much for like Katara Shoujo. Like, we got these 3 groups in 3 different locations. And I think, depending on which one we pick, someone in that group is what we're gonna romance. So, I forgot who was who. There's so many names. I think Dasher and Prancer are the only ones at the elf houses. There's only 2 of them to choose from there. And then the other 3 are split up. I think Rudolph was at the reindeer stables. And I like Rudolph. Rudolph is adorable. So I'm gonna go there! The stables aren't very far from the cottage. The only problem is that there's no clear path to it, and it takes a lot of trudging through the snow to get there. By the time I finally make it to the stable door, I'm so tired I feel like walking all the way back to the cottage and sleeping for another day or 2. I rest my head against the door trying to catch my breath when I hear a commotion coming from inside the stable. Get up, you weakling! He can't help it! I rush inside the moment I walk in. I watch as Rudolph flies across the interior and into a pile of hay. What are you doing to him? Leave him alone. Pathetic. This is why no one respects you. Now get up. Stop beating him up. Maybe we should take a break. You're being a bit... You're no better. It's your fault he's like this. Why? I don't remember things. How did the story go? I think if I remember in the claymation short, there is Rudolph's dad who tried like plugging up his nose and stuff to like make him seem like the normal reindeer, but that would imply that Cupid here is his father, and he doesn't look like he's his father. Now, Blitzen. It's true, if Dash or even Donner had mentored him instead of you, it would have been done properly the first time around. Aww. Just leave him be, he's only doing his best. Rudolph gets up from where he landed, a nervous smile on his face. It's okay, Cupid, just listen to yourself, Rudolph. If you can't stand up for yourself, at least stand up for the one who's been carrying your ass all this time. The both of you are so pathetic. Okay, so I found the right group, because it's got my fave Blitz, we got Rudolph, and we got Cupid, who is the gayest reindeer of all. I'm gonna stand up for Rudolph. Can't be saying shit to him. That's enough. Silence. Justice. The three of them look over at me. As much as I don't like being the center of attention, I know I have to stand my ground. Lashing out at others just because of your own frustration isn't right. Lashing out, I'm helping him. Besides, this has nothing to do with you. You're not like us. It's fine, Dimitri. Blitzen just wants me to get stronger. Exactly, so jingle on your way and stop meddling in things that don't concern you. Blitzen, she's our guest. I really don't think... Show your peppermint pie hole, Cupid. No one asked you. Oh, I see. I think Blinky needs a time out. Yes, into the stable with you, Blinky. Get off! Are you- Cupid wraps his arms around her and smothers the curl against his chest. Now take deep breaths. You're a little too close to comfort. Like tinsel, I will. You know, he won't let you go until you do. Okay, breathe in. My voice. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. What are they doing? Rudolph, please explain. You seem like the only sane one here. Breathing exercises? Sometimes Blitzen just lets her emotions run away with her. That's putting it lightly. Is she always so steadfast and strong? She means well, but she just had a hard time dealing with all the changes around here lately. Like me? We're only one person. Changes. And relax. Feeling better, Blinky? No. What changes? Let me know these changes. Oh, it's nothing. Sorry, forget I even mentioned it. No! Come on, be our friend. Explain. This might actually be important. God, I hate it in stuff where people are like, oh, this big important thing, but you don't need to know anything else. Rudolph replies quickly, a reassuring smile on his face, but he walks away from me and towards the others. What aren't they telling me? Okay, time to don on the scientist espionage glasses. Rudolph rests a hand on Blitzen's shoulder. The girl looks up at him, and if I wasn't seeing it firsthand, I'd never believe that a firecracker like her could have such a docile expression. Her whole face is burnt red from being smothered in Cupid's chest, and there's a small frown etched on her mouth. What are you looking at, human? Though I suppose some things never change. Nothing, and I'm sorry I misunderstood the situation. I'm pretty sure I haven't misunderstood anything, but saying otherwise seems to make everyone calm down. Yeah, you sure did. Don't let it happen again, loser. Blitzen steps away from Cupid. Even though her words seems rather closed-ended, the embarrassing look on her face makes me think there's more to it. Blitzen stands awkwardly for a moment, then suddenly runs forward, pulling Rudolph into a hug. Oh, okay, we're just having a big ol' hug fest here. I mean, I guess, in a way, like, the stables are pretty much their bedroom. So I'm kind of, like, intruding on their, like, intimacy moments. Oh man, I feel so bad if it turns out they're related, but so far, it's all open. I mean, if there's an option to join you guys, we'll see how this goes. But otherwise, I'll just let you guys be by yourselves. Cupid smiles as he watches them, clasping his hands together in relief. Don't you just feel so tinsel now? Yeah, and Blitz. No, listen here. I know I act a bit crimbo sometimes, but you just don't want me to fall behind, I know. And you're so frustrating, Rue. I know. I'll try a lot harder from now on. You promise? Of course, but just in case I don't do too well, can we... Ah, here you go again, second-guessing yourself. I could strangle you. You're so annoying. Blitzen takes Rudolph by the throat, and even though both of them are laughing, part of me comes a little on edge. I'm just waiting for the girl to snap again. Okay, I give up. I mean, I won't give up. No matter what, I'll be the best reindeer I can. You'll be the best reindeer out there, Rue. You're a secret weapon, after all. Blitzen finally releases Rudolph. Okay, thank God. I was getting worried. The poor thing takes his first breath in nearly 3 minutes. Oh, fuck. This isn't right. A lot of this isn't right. As for you, what about me? I still put on my game face, ready to hear another snide remark about humans. It's my job to worry about Rue. Make sure not to butt in like that next time. I open my mouth, about to say something, but she holds up a hand and speaks over me. Ah! But it takes some real guts to stand up to me. Not just anyone can do something like that. You got golden gift sacks. Golden gift sacks. I'm not gonna ask. Thank you, but... No, no buts. I hate buts. Just shut your trap and know you ain't so bad. You know, for a human. Blitzen stretches out her hand. Excuse me. I have to think for a moment before shaking it. I suppose as this is good as I'm gonna get. Suddenly, German suplex! Not really. I sit on the hay and watch the rest of Blitzen's materialistic training regimen. Now that she's calmer, things seem to be going a lot better. Rudolph and Cupid's smiles look truly genuine. The three of them even try and teach me a real reindeer game, even though it doesn't work very well, considering I'm not a mythical creature with magical powers. Although I'm at a clear disadvantage, it's fun to watch Cupid fail purposely just so I don't come in last place. I don't know where the air is filled with a loud chiming of a bell. It's so loud, in fact, it's hurting my ears. Thankfully, it fades away after a few seconds. The reindeer ask me to follow them, citing that it's dinner time. Hungry and a little curious about their routine, I trail behind them. Ah! Look at him getting a little ride on the sleigh. Okay, I'm gonna end it here. Those were some fun times with Blitzen and Cupid and Rudolph. Yeah, that's his name. Let me know what you thought down below. Who are your favorite reindeers so far? And I'll see you guys sometime in the future. Bye!